Gump? What's up, freaks? The moment we've all been waiting for. The opening day of hardware hunting season for us. Let's go see if we can fill a tag, Gump. You ready? Let's go.
To some losses through the process had me furious, but I got eyes on the vision, can't get delirious. Fall in love with the game and then you marry it. I think I married it. This the anthem. If you reckon with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up.
All right, y'all. Before we dive into the racing action, we got to cover a few things that we did before we got to the track. If you haven't already, go watch our last video where we ran our first 10-second pass, but we also blew a freeze plug. Our block froze over the winter. I was told to address all of them. I should have. Luckily, I learned that lesson in a safe way where, nothing bad happened to the car. But it was a lot of daggone work changing all those freeze plugs while it was still in the car, so I have to put it in the video. So here's what it took for us to get to the track this time. Okay, so you can see that the other plug is about to push out as well, but that brown line right there, I noticed that whenever I was doing stuff with the head disc go around. Honestly, I put the valve cover on when I was testing the rocker or the lifters and all that stuff, and I thought it was oil from when the valve cover ran over. Little do I know, them suckers were ready to push out. So where are we at right now? Well, my help is tuckered out. That's all the help I get, I reckon. Freeze plugs are in the back. I'm about to drop the transfer case so I can redo the oil pan gasket. I just don't think I tightened it enough when I installed it outside of the car. I was kind of hesitant how much to push on the silicone gasket, etc. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm not gonna film this. There's no way to really set up the camera good underneath the car as low as it is, but the exhaust and the transfer case are just right in the way of the oil pan gasket. That's the reason I have to drop the dadgum transfer case. Just gonna do some investigating, some cleaning, and see what we come up with. Right now, we are headed to O'Reilly. We are going to get, I found a CV axle, the grease is kind of pushing through. I think, honestly, I put that clamp back on. I didn't have the proper tool. I don't think it's tight enough, so I might just get a ringworm clamp. I'm not real sure what I'm gonna do there. We'll see what options they have. Then I'm gonna get brake cleaner and a coolant line for the overflow. So what we gotta get is Jackie's first trip to town. So she's been in a car before, but I'm curious to see how she does, and I really hope she don't pee in my truck. She was sleeping, I woke her up. Not sure if she'll end up back asleep or not, but are you good? What are you doing, Bubba? You hurt? Did somebody get you? Okay. You're just chilling. It's probably not the best spot to be chilling, but hey, we're a fan of the people, so you do you, bro. So, it's Thursday. I was getting ready to start cleaning things up, do nut and bolt checks, just that type of thing. And I look underneath the car, because I'm getting ready to jack it up. I'm about to clean all this stuff up. Well, I see this wet spot underneath the car. Now, I have what I call a pissy pants raccoon. Low-key, I've never prayed so bad for a raccoon to be going to the bathroom in my barn. So what I'm going to do, grab some paper towel. I'm going to set it there before I go sticking my finger in it and seeing if it's brake fluid, because that has been a thing with this car. But they felt dialed, and I haven't lost anything out of the master cylinder, and that seems like a significant chunk of fluid, rather it be from the raccoon, dadgummit, or not, to be determined. I'm going to be 100% honest, and I don't know what the fluid was. It soaked up in the paper towel awfully fast, and I know this is probably gross to rub my fingers through it, but it don't have a smell, but it also don't have the texture that I would normally link, so oh man, I guess I'll just press on the brakes a few times, see if anything weird happens, and just pray for once that raccoon peed there. It may be hard to tell, but I got one with some shape in it. I got the insulated strip type thing that rests on it, and then it's attached down there and up here, actually where the bolt for the Lexan goes in. So okay, so here is where we are right now. We're getting ready for the race. Tomorrow is technically the first day we'll be at the track. It is a testing day, but I was only able to make one pass in the car, so I'd like to, feel it out a little bit more, make sure everything else is good before race day. So ideally, I'll get a pass tomorrow, 2 for qualifying, and then elimination. So that's the perfect world, but you know how that goes. But I like a good challenge. So anyway, we're going over the freaking checklist. The only thing I'm going to have to leave out of the truck is 2 jack stands and the jack, because I'm going to jack the car up to put the catch pan on. But I want to drive it one more time tonight, hook it up to the computer, make sure the boost levels, all that type of stuff. It is a process. I am going to take the canopy, but it's been extra windy, so I don't know that we'll use it. But supposedly some of my family's coming. Cool if they are. I mean, I get it if you can't, but I'm just fired up, man. I get so I don't know if it's anxious. I get so freaking what if, man. What if we could pull this off? I'm talking a big game, but it's not out of nothing, right? Like it's a manifestation for one, manifesting what can happen. Obviously, I can't control every variable, but self-belief, man. I put in the work, and if I get a chance and the car is doing its thing and it's up to me, I just believe we always have a chance. Otherwise, why would I show up? But what if? Just remember this moment, because this is way before the race. What if I can go and get 2 wins back to back? What if? What if? That's right. We got 2 of these bad boys. Hopefully we use both of them up. These are the last 2 we have prepared. Feeling good about it. just a heads up, the filming this weekend was done by people who aren't usually with me, so they may not know exactly how I like it. My wife was out of town. She was at a reenactment, so she wasn't able to be there. She's usually the one who films and takes care of everything, reminding me to do stuff in between rounds, you know, filming and stuff like that. So none of that happened, unfortunately, but I did have some people that did step up, and I got lots of different angles from lots of different people. Some of it, though, the quality's not going to be that good because they kind of sent it to me through Facebook Messenger, and I didn't want to bug them. But anyway, I put it in there. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the video because I know we sure had a great time. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for another amazing weekend. It's super windy out, so I pray for everybody's safety. I pray that people are smart. I pray that, you know, we go out there and get some. If you deem it worthy, we're going for a clean sweep. I pray that I'm able to plant seeds in people. I pray for just a great weekend, and I'm super grateful to get this opportunity, man. We've been working our butts off, and I can't wait to get out there. Regardless of the results, it's all worth it, and I'm just thankful for this journey. In your name I pray. Ready to go? Amen. Let's go.
Side of the track goes at 11:09. Got 128 on that 11:0 index. Not too shabby. Left lane goes 11:24 at 85 miles an hour. Got a little bit of time to make up there.
Gumpy, what just happened in round one? Could you tell them, please? We ran 11:09, but I will say this. I know some tire, what do they call them, puppy kickers? People sandbag. That Mustang I was racing ran 11:2, and he crossed line at 85. He let off, oh my gosh, early. So these guys are fast, trying to go slow. I never really got that. I get some competition, but dude, I guess I'm weird, but so we got one more run tonight. See how we do. I turned it up just a tiny bit so I can try to play with them guys. We'll see what happens.
So our next pair, left lane, got the top ball blip. 11-0 on the board down there. Waiting on the right lane to bump in. There he is. At 129 miles an hour, left lane goes 11:17, 120.
I don't know what my time was, but I felt better on the light, but I almost pushed through the stage, it felt like. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. 11:02. Fucking let's go. That's what I need right there, baby. All right, Gumpy. Are you ready for the day? It's game day, baby. It's game day. You ready? So I wasn't sure yesterday, but the last run, I definitely had some smoke coming through the hoods. Not constant, random. Oil was dripping. So today I got here and I was like, I'm going to tighten the valve, just make sure the valve cover's tight. you know, check these fittings. This fitting has like a C-clip in it and it pushed through. TJ's here. His car's not, he's waiting in line at Tech, but he used his man muscles and he pushed it back on. I tightened it the best I could, but I have this on there just in case. Again, I have the catch pan and stuff, so if it was dripping oil really bad, it's not something that would get on the track, but I also don't want it dripping on my manifold. So hopefully problem solved. And I did drain the catch can, check the fluids, all that fun stuff. So it's game day, baby. I'm fired up as always. I always believe if we're here, you know, we got a shot. We'll see how this ages, but I feel like it's gonna age pretty well.
Up here where I'm at, and I'll have a separate meeting with you guys. All of our other classes. So we got a small tire, stick shift, heavyweight, 10-0, 11-0, 12-0, DCT. All you guys are.
So the Eagle Talon right side of the track, taking on the Camaro. Harley Town right side of the 97 Eagle. The 2023 Camaro.
Out here doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Just had something really exciting happen at the wrong time. Ran our PB, 10.9. Not ideal. Amos over here giving launch tips to TJ. Let's see. Did you make it go pop, pop, pop?
I did.
Awesome sauce. I'm a beast. I'm a lion. I'm a champ. at launch, bro. Fuck 'em up. Good help sure is hard to find. All right, so here we are. Round 1.5 at this daggum point. No, it's gonna be on the YouTubes. Hi, YouTubes. This is my people. I'm calling this round 1.5 because somebody won a half round by making me wait for 6 hours. We're technically in rush mode. What do you think about that? Dumpy, handle that shit. Kevin? All right, all right, all right.
Round 2, how we feeling?
Fucking ready, bro.
Yeah.
They think they're gonna mess with me having all that downtime. Well, that means there's equal opportunity for everybody to suck just as bad, and I know I'll rise above, so.
Probably, yes. No, that's not right.
Make sure you guys know.
Yep.
5.
Good luck, brother.
As soon as you guys can.
Probably go to dance.
You want me to get you a
I don't
corsage?
remember who I'm racing. Oh, the BMW. I raced his buddy yesterday during qualifying.
The one you're racing today.
Yeah.
How many belts you got?
5. Just enough to kick some ass. That orange Mustang behind me is fast. Right behind me.
Yep.
Oh. Like fast. Like sure.
That's who you're racing.
Not this round.
Yeah.
Right lane, Harley Town. Goes right lane, Harley Town. Number 1114, turn on the win line.
Well, they're calling the event. We made it down to the semifinals, and that's a wrap, folks. Very, very unfortunate, but can't beat Mother Nature. Here we are. We didn't lose. We won. We got to the semifinals. We're getting rained out. But I tell you what, the car was doing the daggum stuff, and the family's here. We didn't lose. Woo! We got it. You ready to go? Let's go load up the car because these sissies can't handle it. By sissies, I mean me. Boom! Yeah, anticlimactic ending. Honestly, I feel like we have unfinished business right now. But truth of the matter is, the car doing the stuff. Me, I was trying to do the dang thing. I truly felt like it was our night, but now we'll never know, and I'd just be a bench racer saying that that trophy was definitely coming home with us. But I'm cool with it. Ultimately, dude, I won all around. The car performed flawlessly. I set a PB on accident. I went from not running 10s ever in my life to running 2 10s on accident, both PBs. I mean, I truly feel blessed, but the most important thing I got out of the weekend is the people that showed up to support me, man. I can't ever explain to the world how much that means to me, how grateful I am. I don't care if you're family, friends, you stopped by to say hi, we talked about cars, I don't care. I'm so thankful for every one of you. To everybody who supports what we're trying to do, the mission we're trying to accomplish, thank you guys. And as always, I want you guys to be just like Gumpy is with his ball. And get out there, get outside your comfort zone. Feed dreams and starve fears, y'all. What an awkward group of sleepers. Ah! What the fuck?
Good job, by the way.
Almost. How many was left? 3. So apparently, this is how Jackie now travels on the trails. We walked a considerable extra amount today, so I figured I'd be nice and put it on my shoulder. Apparently that's not up to standard.